And now my time, is not with sin. Now my time, is not with sin.
I call myself Black Suit. It's not my real name, but for this, I don't need one. Names are for men who still know who they are. I used to be one of them. A husband, a provider, a man who held vows and the quiet, steady cadence of devotion and high regard. Then came the accident, a collision of steel and glass, and with it, the illusion I called my wife, my love. She did survive, however. The doctors say she breathes on her own, that her body still holds on, but the woman I married is gone, trapped somewhere in the silence of her coma. And with her, the truth she never intended for me to discover. Her secrets lie in wait. It was the velvet diary that shattered me. I found it buried in the back of her closet, beneath stacks of forgotten clothes, tucked inside a shoebox I never noticed before. A soft, wine-colored cover, edges worn from use. The pages thick with inked confessions. At first, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The handwriting, elegant, belonging to her, but the words felt foreign. It was like reading the thoughts of a stranger. I sequentially turned the page. I shouldn't do this, but I want to, I mumbled. My stomach bubbled. The entries became undone as if they were a confession. The first time she met him, the first time she let him touch her, how she told herself it was just once, until it wasn't. Page after page, she chronicled it all. The thrill, the guilt, the excuses she made to me, the lies she hoped would slip away unnoticed. And then came the others. Multiple men. Months, no, years. Different places, different reasons. Some she loved, some she used, some she barely remembered at all. This woman lived an entire life behind my back. And through it all, I was nowhere in those pages. I read into the words blurred as my hands gripped the diary so tight I thought I might rip it apart. But I couldn't, because this was the only piece of her honesty I had left. She never planned for me to know, but now I do. And I can't even ask her why. So I did the only thing that made sense. I went looking for answers. I sent out an ad, a simple request. Married women who have had affairs, tell me why. No judgment, no consequences, just the truth. The responses started coming in, some eager, while others more hesitant. Some with stories too similar to hers for comfort. And now, I sit in the dark, whiskey in one hand, my wedding band still on the other, waiting to make sense of a woman I thought I knew, waiting to understand if I ever knew her at all. But I realized something after the first few responses. This isn't just about marriage. The stories that started flooding in weren't always from wives. Some were from women who had had affairs with married men. Some were from those who had been the other woman. Some were from those women who had no ties, no obligations, just desires they couldn't control, or ones they refused to. That's when I understood this isn't about marriage or commitment. It's about choice. The quiet, hidden choices women make in the dark. The ones that never see the light of day. So, I widened the net. It doesn't have to be about husbands and wives. It can be about anything. A fleeting tryst, a reckless night, a forgotten romance that ended in nothing but regret. Or maybe something that never ended at all. I don't just want confessions. I want truths. The ones whispered about in secrecy. The ones only two people will ever know about. I want to know what it feels like, deep in the mind of a woman, when she decides to cross the line, when she chooses to. And so, I wait for the next story, for the next secret, for the next glimpse into a world I've never been allowed to see. For the ladies out there, I beg you, tell me your secrets.